Non-fiction 4.2. The second lesson is about social media. Facebook is making us miserable by Daniel Gulati. So this is another very nice, interesting lesson about the way we use our Facebooks. Okay, how it is taking our time out, how the social media interacts and interrupts us. So many things he talks. First, he is giving a view about when Facebook was started in 2004, and then how it started its mission of connecting 800 million users together. And then he slowly says how it starts becoming very fast mode of a platform to connect and communicate with people. And then he is talking about the new world of ubiquitous connections as a dark side. See, we have people whom we don't know also connected with us. That is what is the real time situation we are facing, and that is what he says as a dark side of this Facebook. So in my last pass, I noted that Facebook and social media are major contributors to career anxiety. So main thing is career anxiety itself. You get a fear of your career itself due to this Facebook connections. So after seeing some of the comments and reactions in the post, it's clear that Facebook in particular takes it a step further. It actually makes us miserable. So he only proves us that it is making us miserable. So to prove this, how it is making us miserable, he writes this essay, this short small prose piece. And this Facebook, he talks about, he writes its explosive rate of growth and how it is growing. And then in writing passion and purpose, I monitored and observed how Facebook was impacting the lives of hundreds of young business people. So when he was writing this essay, passion and purpose, he was monitoring, he was observing how people are getting very much impacted with this Facebook. Okay, then he started doing research, and when he did that part, he could see the liking, commenting, sharing and posting all had strong hints of jealousy, anxiety, and in one case depression also. So see, so when somebody does something, we get oh, when they can do, why can't I do? So this kind of things goes on in our minds. Although he is my best friend, I kind of despise his up like his updates. See, how can he do this? How can he do this? This is what is happening in our Facebook part. So he comments in this part three things. First, it's creating a den of comparison, you know very well. So for this comparison, he gives a lot of examples. And the second one, he says comparing ourselves to others is a key driver of unhappiness. So when somebody takes a photo of what he is doing in our post, keep on be posting, we get anxiety, we get a fear, we get negative thinking, our positive attitudes and all are put down immediately. So this is when we do comparison. And the second one is it's fragmenting our time, taking away all our time. Not surprising, Facebook horizontal strategy encourages users to log in more frequently from different devices. So they start logging in from different devices, just waste of time. Okay, at home through iPads and different ways and means they go and they start logging in and watching out. This is only wasting our time. And next thing is leaves the risk of real physical harm side. That is the issue with this constant tabbing between the life real life facts and Facebook is what economists and psychologists call switching costs. Okay, so switching costs from one from the real world into the imaginary world, real world. So switching, this is what is called switching over cost. And he says the lots of things are associated with this, lots of unhappiness is associated with this, he says. And he is also connecting his associates, and he's talking about Dr. Sri Kumar Rao also, what he is trying to tell about all these switching over things. And finally he says that there's decline of close relationships. Okay, we only have a lot of people in Facebook connected, but we don't have real friends at all. So this is a major thing he tries to say. And as at last he says, as Facebook adds new features such as video chat, it is only fast becoming a viable substitute for meetings. So in person we are not at all meeting people, we are not at all getting getting togethers and all, no, is all restricted now. So this is what he gives, the darker side of the Facebook. And finally he says, so what should we do to avoid these traps? He says recognizing and quitting Facebook altogether is unrealistic. We can still take measures to alter our usage patterns and strengthen our real world relationships. So he says it's impossible for us to quit because we need to know what is happening around us. But we can restrict the usage. Okay, we can switch, we can come out of certain devices, like certain devices which we home, our laptops or some our cell phones, we can come out, then and there we can come out of it. We should not have such content in our cell phones, because as soon as we go and we switch over into we take the cell phones and just watch out Facebooks only. So from there we can quit. So he says he don't quit fully, but there are ways and means to restrict them. This is what Daniel Gulati tries to talk in his lesson. Is making Facebook is making us miserable. So when you see about the text also, the same thing would be written. You can read this, okay, and you can make an essay of this. It's a nice wordings. You can make an essay of this, and you can pinpoint these three things which I've underlined for you over here. The first one is you can see it is creating a den of dip comparison, and then you can say is comparing ourselves to others, a key driver of unhappiness, and second is fragmenting our time. Okay, so this is the main thing and it is leaving a risk to real physical harm. So these are the things you can say. And finally you can okay, last there is a decline of close relation, that also you can add as a point. And finally you can do what he says, you can quit it but not fully. Okay, like whenever you need it you go, and don't always 24/7 be into that. This is what his writing is all about. So our lesson, Facebook is making us miserable, is really good, and you can read them for your exam. Students, you can even attend this because it's very simple and easy lesson. And when you go to comprehension question, according to the first paragraph, how many people use 800 million? Said one interview about a Facebook friend, although he is my best friend, it says jealousy. Some problem in my video. It says jealousy. And the third one is video chat. Okay, and then with the next one, it's all of these. And the fifth one is courageous. And when we see about all the other exercises, writing and all, we have writing emails. Please read this. There is nothing to be learned from anywhere else. Your book is everything for you. I am just holding it. If you don't have your book also, I am showing everything in my video. Please pause them and try to go through everything and know email etiquettes. You can know what to do, what not to do, and then do's and don'ts when you write a email. The subject line, all this is not going to be asked, but they'll be asking you to write an email. So for that you should know what are the basic things which you should do for email writing. And a beautiful sample is given for you over here. Read the sample, learn and keep accordingly. You can change it for the question asked in your exam. So see, I'm just showing you, it's a video content. You can pause it and you can use it for learning. Those who don't have books, okay, you can pause it and you can learn it. That is why I'm just videoing up. I'm not reading it, children. You can read it. Okay, you can read it. Please read it, learn it for your exam. And there's another question also. This I'm doing a video short because some students have not yet bought your books also, I know. So this will be helpful for you to just go through the text and have it in your handiwork, learning it. You can use it for your exam. Sometimes this question itself is asked in your exam. Okay, so please learn it and keep. Okay, next one, if you see sample emails over, then we have this exercise, an email. For this answer I'll be posting you, children. I'll be write an email to your younger brother. I'll be posting you. I'll be writing it as like what I did in the last video. I'll be reading it, listen to me and write it. So listening and writing improves a lot for you. Okay, so this will be, I'll be posting it next. And worksheet also is ready. For this I'll post it in the next video. Thank you.